Houston, we have a problem.
The fraud that is SpaceX. The whole thing is definitely a hoax, so I'll kind of walk you through it. There's several points that are easy to point out as clear deception. This first part here, pay attention to this guy sitting in the chair. See how he rocked back, hands on his stomach there? You'll notice that just a couple seconds later here, that the video went right back to that same shot again. So just a quick deception. You'll see we're back in that same room. Again, you'll see this guy in the blue shirt. He'll do the same move again. Hands on the stomach, rocks. The people in the background, I've tried to take a look at. They look fake to me. At times you do see them cheering, or it doesn't seem like it ever coincides with what's going on in the building. So to me, it is fake. This is the Falcon that took off on April 14th. So I kind of watched the whole thing and watched the Dragon dock with the ISS. The whole thing is a joke. I would love comments from anybody out there who's going to try and tell me that this is real, this is what goes on in space. Please come comment, tell me how you believe it, because it's 100% false. Now watch right here, you'll see this big old baggy section here or something that just raises up out of nowhere. No idea what that is. No idea even where that camera shot is. Is it inside the rocket? If you watch that takeoff of that rocket, watch the camera as it goes up. It never moves, never shakes, doesn't tremble. It just stays completely still. That right there is impossible. There's no way you could have that happen on a rocket to space. You couldn't get a camera to stay that still with somebody who's walking down the street, let alone flying to space. So again, I still don't know what's going on in this image here. Now there you see it drop I forgot what it's dropping there, going to the second stage, but look at the picture behind you. I mean, that is not the Earth. Why is it all of a sudden glowing white? Is this a particular camera that only can be used during this stage switch? I mean, it just makes no sense. And look at these particles supposedly flying off in space. As you see some of them that I'm circling, they're not going in a consistent direction. Space would be, once it starts off in a certain direction, it has to continue in that direction forever. That's what we were taught. That's what we're told. But look we've got these little particles that are just kind of floating. Then other pieces will fly very quickly by. And I stayed on this shot because if you watch the Earth here, watch how pieces will actually now come off the Earth towards the little shuttle there, whatever the hell that is. Then they'll take you back to the NASA headquarters, and I just like pointing out these people that look like they're sleeping. This guy's sleeping. This girl over here has no clue what she's doing. I mean, none of these people are even working. Is this their job? Another thing I noticed yesterday was that doesn't appear that there's any keyboards. So it looks like they're just all sitting, staring at screens. Kind of reminds me if you've ever been gambling or horse racing late night at the casino in Vegas. This is what you see at 2 in the morning in the sports book. Just people looking like their life is over. They'd rather be anywhere else. But yeah, they show you this. I don't know what we're supposed to think here, that this is exciting or that these people are really important. I mean, imagine if you have a space shuttle going, let's say, to the moon, Apollo 11. Would you really put your life in the hands of all these people sitting at computer screens? The buttons they press mean nothing. They don't have any control over anything. So here I was pointing out again that there's little bits and fragments that are peeling off of the Earth, and who knows why. I mean, the whole thing is disgusting, really. It is not real in any way. And if somebody's got any tips, or if they think it's real because their brother went to space or something, hey, comment. I would love to hear it, because all I see here is complete. It's not even good fakery. It's crap. Look at this. This is the extending of the solar panels. I mean, what is this? First of all, you saw that. I don't know if I pointed it out at the top of the screen. That's a light. That is nothing more than a light from the inside of a studio that shows up in the top as that thing opens. Let's see what's next here for this fabulous CRS-6 launch. So now they're showing inside the International Flight Center room is what they call it. And you'll see here that none of these people are doing anything important. So in some of these videos I will skip ahead a little bit till we find... Oh, here's the approaching Dragon. You can see it down at it's at the top of the screen. You'll notice that the clouds are not moving, not morphing at all like real clouds would. You'll also notice that the Dragon itself will never get closer during a camera shot. It will cut away and come back, and each time it's a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer, but you never actually see it getting closer to the ISS. Okay, so now notice here, what happened to the Earth? So you see we just skipped ahead a little bit, and now the Earth is gone. We still have that same view. We're still looking down from the top of, I guess, the ISS. You can see the Dragon at the top of the screen. Now it just went to a completely disgusting screen. Who knows what's going on there? This is my least favorite person in the world, something Cristoforetti. She did not put hairspray in her hair today. It's impressive. So you see I am just skipping around a little bit here. I actually watched this whole thing. It was painful. First of all, look at this disaster. Look at this mess. These are scientists. I mean, this is disgusting that they just have wires and computers. It's meant to look like they're doing something. They're not doing anything. They were taking video camera pictures and photos. So now all of a sudden it's black outside. Just a second ago it was, we could see the clouds, if you recall. Earth was bright blue right in front of us. Now all of a sudden we just see lights coming in a black sky. It'll keep showing these guys like they're important. This guy over here just reads a paper the whole time, and this other guy looks like he'd rather shoot himself in the face and sit there. And here's these two. I know the one guy's name is Vril or something, and this is Cristoforetti. Notice her hair is nice and flat today. If you ever see her on her once-a-week calls that she does with schools or something, she'll put all that hairspray in her hair and have it stick straight up. But not today. She must have woke up late or something. So yeah, they're just sitting in this messy little, what they call the cupola, which is the circular windows that they take the pictures. Again, we flip back, we just see the red and green light approaching. I mean, this is 2015. This is not 1936. This is how bad of a video that we get. The whole talk this whole time was that this girl, Cristoforetti, was going to use some Canada arm, and it was going to grapple with the dragon. And I mean, it's just ridiculous. They must have repeated it. If you watch it, go watch it on YouTube and just count the amount of times that the guy says the words grapple, or the times that it would happen. And it's just ridiculous. Robotic arm, Canada robotic arm number 2, and we'll grapple with the dragon. And I mean, it's just over and over. It's like, it's just terrible. So this view here is showing some of these guys, and I was just pointing out that they really look like they're doing nothing. I don't see any keyboards. Looks like just computer screens. And looking up at the big board up there, you notice they've got the, not the flat Earth map, but the flat map on the screen. Here's these 3 guys again. Notice this guy is still reading the same piece of paper. Don't know what his job is. And the guy with the beard still looks like he wants to kill himself. And who knows what the guy in the blue is doing. But all this is just nonsense. It's meant for you to tune in, see that they're doing it, say, oh, space is real. And then you disappear and go tell all your friends how cool Elon Musk is. And he's not cool. This is just all continued propaganda. I mean, the sad thing is this has been going on 56 years that we've been dealing with this, and everybody just accepting it, and it's getting just disgusting at this point. They're not getting any better at it. They probably did their best work in 69 to 72, because since then, this is technology caught up with them. And they know that they can't fake something that we wouldn't notice, so they've got to kind of almost dummy it down so we don't see something fantastic and say, hey, that's not real. So instead they show us these crappy images, and I mean, look at this now. Where did this glare come from? I mean, that is just horrendous, that video. Now here I'm going to be checking. I want to show you that it's going to get daytime here in a second. Supposedly they see a sunrise every 45 minutes or 40 minutes, something like that. And so you'll see here in a second it's going to get daytime. And just pay attention to the fact of when is it daytime inside the ISS, when is it daytime outside where they're showing the dragon. It's just a complete mess. They can't keep anything in order. And it's just all the proof that you need to clearly see that SpaceX is a joke. NASA as an extension or Big Brother, whatever you want to call it, is a joke. This guy is a joke. And Cristoforetti is a joke. And all these astronauts who are pretending. Now, did you notice there he looked at his watch? He looked at his watch and now he's pressing some buttons or doing something, twisting something up there. And then all of a sudden it's going to turn daytime. So who knows? I don't like to make any accusations. I just think that they're all jokers. And it's like a big acting gig. None of this stuff is real. Believe me, if you were up in the Space Center where an item, this dragon, is about to dock with your spacecraft, meaning it could go offline, it could veer, who knows what could happen. It could blow up and blow a hole into the space. None of these guys are wearing any kind of suits. One little puncture into this ISS and these guys are all dead. So that they're not up there. And you'll see now the sun coming in. You're getting glare, but you can clearly see that the sun would be coming from the upper right in this view, which will be important later. So now we're back outside and you'll see there's this glare that was there 5 minutes ago. It's the same glare. So if you're going to say that glare is from the sun, then how come the sun was 5 minutes late getting into the ISS? These things are very close now. Makes no sense. They showed that 5 minutes too early. If you pay close attention, you'll see that this thing is supposedly correcting its position by shooting out little, see that? Little, who knows what, little jet streams, little little rocket boosters. You saw that one spit out. See another one from the lower right here. Now this is interesting because in a minute you will actually see it shoot from the solar panel. So there is no rocket booster on the solar panel. We saw that get deployed. So keep watching where I have the mouse here, and you'll see it's always shooting out from the bottom. There's another one from the right side. And in a second, it will just randomly shoot out of the solar panel. There's another one from the right. But do you see that there's another one from the lower left? Do you see the glare too? What is the glare? What are those lights? Up there went. See, it just shot out of the solar panel for no reason. But what are these glares? What is this? I have no idea what any of that is. Space would be a lot more black. There would be a lot more stars. We don't see any stars. And that's the same thing they couldn't do when they went to the moon, or supposedly went to the moon. They couldn't show stars because they knew that people would be able to figure out the time and make sure the stars were in the right spot. So what do? They just erase them. They're just completely gone. Now we get another view from above, which now notice this. We'll just switch positions all over for camera angles of this dragon. Right now we're kind of above it and way to the left. In a second it will just switch views and we'll be straight on with it. It's a joke. See behind there's no stars at all. Where's the sun coming from? It's just the glare is there. And then you go to this view. Now where's the glare on the dragon now? Now it's a clearer picture. We're still kind of halfway night. Kind of actually looks like a blue background. Oh, now they switch and it's daytime. You can see that clearly the clouds are lit up with sun on the earth below. But why do we see night from the other views? So, I mean, if just watching this video doesn't tell you that it's a complete hoax, where did the solar panels go? Now we got dragon floating with no solar panels. So, I mean, if you can't see this for what it is, then I don't know what to tell you. You can go about your merry way loving NASA and loving Elon Musk and SpaceX and how awesome it is that we'll all get to tour the planets in years and we'll be on Mars in 3 years. And I mean, if you believe that, you're out in left field because we can't go to space. I mean, how much more proof do you need that nobody goes? Nobody's been to space. Nobody's going to space. It's all a hoax to get you to believe in cosmology and stars that are actually suns and planets that we can go land on. They're not actual bodies, I don't think, that we can land on. So you'll see now we have this video and the people from outside are all gone. There is some people inside. They don't look like they're working. But I don't know why we have to go to this view. Who cares that there's 6 people sitting at computers in this room? I don't care. So you see we're back looking at the dragon. Floats majestically through space. It's such a joke. Now we got panels back. And you'll notice again, like I've pointed out in every other video, what do we always see on the Earth? Water. Water, 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 water. Like the ISS only flies above water. No, it's just because you'd be able to tell how fake it is if it was land. Like you can't tell this is fake. Look at the disaster. Clean up your mess. And this girl just pisses me off. Sorry if I sound frustrated. I hate this stuff. I hate what NASA and SpaceX became or are about. It's just, it fucking sucks is what it does. Because I've never been a big fan. It's not like I'm one of those people that loved space. There's a lot of people that will kill over space. Like, man, we go to space. We fly rockets, the Atlas, the V5. And I mean, it's just nonsense to me. I could care less. But the fact that all this money, I mean, we're talking $1 trillion. $1 trillion is how much NASA has gotten in tax money since 1972. So that's after Apollo. $1 trillion. They've done shit. And I mean, if you ask people that are NASA loyal, they'll tell you how many things they invented. Like, they don't understand that people would have invented those things anyway. Like, NASA invented the microwave. Do you enjoy using the microwave? Do you enjoy Teflon? It's like, yeah, people invented that, not NASA. NASA is an entity. People invented things, not NASA. So anyway, sorry, I'm getting upset. You'll notice there that they just showed the panels were black. Now they're gray. So now they're black. Now the Earth is going this way, and now we get this view, and it's sickening. Now we got this view. Now we got the black panels. Earth floating underneath us. Again, not getting any closer. Look at the clouds. None of them moving. Look at Dragon. Not moving. He's just stuck there in this view. So they'll switch the camera. Now this is classic. This is a JPG image. And if you see, if I'm going to skip forward here, this is how they showed it. Notice how I'm skipping ahead a little bit at a time, and they actually show it getting closer on the JPG file. I mean, what a joke. This guy's still looking at that same paper. Very important paperwork there. Oh, he's going to write something down. That's good. He did his job for the day. Pay him his 150 grand. And here we go. I'm going to skip a little bit ahead, and you'll watch these things kind of suck forward. You see this lady's ready to kill herself. Again, this is just showing kind of the path that it's on. Does anybody think this is real? I mean, come on. Now look at it skip forward so we can see they can change the JPEG image. Wow. That is impressive what these people are capable of. This lady's ready to kill herself. Oh, now we get to skip forward again a little bit. See it move forward. Oh, there we go. Move forward. I mean, this is what they're selling us as the footage. It's a joke. This lady here is texting, so you can see how important her job is. Text, text, text. This lady here wants to kill herself. If there was a gun anywhere nearby, she would just put it to her forehead. This girl's still texting. A lot of very important things going on. This lady here is just, she's ready to kill over. I mean, what are they doing there? This is what our tax money goes to, folks. If you live in the United States and you pay taxes, which you just paid the other day, or in the last few months, this is what it goes to, so that you can get beautiful fake ball Earth doing what isn't even a rotation. That's like a passing from left to right. Oh, now look how close it is. I mean, this is a joke. It is so disgusting that they try and pass this off. And it's not even that they try and pass this off. 98% of people believe it. That's what's disgusting. I mean, it's even worse than the fact if somebody tries to fake something, we all call it out as fake. They get shamed. They go into their little corner and cry. But no, everybody builds these guys up. I mean, if you talk to anybody about Elon Musk, like they think he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I think he's a nothing, a nobody. I think he's another paid government shill. Now, in a second here, you're going to see some lighting issues. Now, watch here. The Earth is, oh, now it's bright. What's going on here? Now it's dark. Okay, so the sun going away. The sun must be setting. It's the only thing I could think of that would call up. Now it's bright. Oh, now it's setting. Oh, now it's almost dark. I mean, what is going on here? This is disgusting. The whole thing must be some sort of joke. Because I can't figure it out. I mean, what is this view? This is asinine. What are we supposed to believe that is? That's floating in space? That's going 17,000 miles per hour through space? It is not. Oh, lighting issues. We got the sun. Is it going up? Is it coming down? Up? It's getting brighter. I mean, you can see that is a model. That's a model of Earth and a little model that somebody built of a little tiny little dragon. And that's what's going on here. It's little models and bad lighting instructors and nothing more. Oh, now we're back to this view. Of course, now it's even closer. Did you expect anything different? But what happened to the Earth? Wasn't the Earth just there? I can't keep up. This guy with the beard really, really wants to find the nearest guillotine. He has had enough fun for one day. This girl, if I haven't mentioned yet, she's pathetic. Christopher Hoaxie or whatever her name is. I mean, what are we watching here? This is painful. And this is where our tax money goes so that they can waste it, build little models, and run around and laugh at everybody. That's all they do. I mean, who knows what's going on here? Supposedly she's supposed to use some mechanical arm and grapple with the dragon. And, oh, isn't this cool? It's like, no, this is crap. I don't believe any of it. Like I said, if somebody out there believes that this is what's going on, this is really space, please speak up. This is a joke. I mean, it's just getting terrible. It's just, luckily it's almost over. You can be done listening to me for today, which is probably pretty bad, but it can't be as bad as actually watching this thing live. Nothing could be that bad. Now we got lighting again. The light goes out, and the light comes back, and the light goes out. I mean, what is going on? What are we supposed to think? Now the Earth is gone again. There was just Earth below there, not more than 5 minutes ago. Who knows what's going on? I can't figure it out. That's for sure. Now, do you see below there, there's a little stick. You can even see the little stick holding up the dragon. It cannot get any faker. On my life, I have not touched this video. This is exactly as it was. Now, if you watch her, she turns around over here. Now, watch this. She just turns a little knob, and here comes all the sun. So what knob did she turn? Is the sun over there? We thought the sun was to the upper right earlier. So, I mean, who can keep track of what's going on here? I can't. So now we're back on this view. And if you look below the dragon here, do you see that pole? It's kind of hard to see now. But what they're basically trying to do is adjust the contrast so you can't see the pole. It's like they can't even use wires. They've got to use a pole. It's disgusting. Also, if you agree with me, please comment. Tell me I'm not the only one in the world that sees this and wants to kick Christopher Eddy in the face, and Elon Musk, and everybody who works at NASA. Well, now we got some lights on here. Woo, we need those lights. Yeah. Now watch here in a second. You're going to see, what is this line? Did you see that? It'll go back to it. Do you see the line? There's a line going right through that. I mean, it cannot be any more of a hoax. It's disgusting. I mean, who's with me? Let's just go to SpaceX and walk in there like, what the fuck's going on here? This is a hoax. We're not stupid. Oh, Lord. Anyway, I rewound it to see exactly how long it was before when the sun rose. Okay, so here it was dark, which we have, so I can't read that number too well. It was a 54. So if you add 45 minutes to 54, 40 after, and you'll see that we're well past that, and it's still not light. So they're just choosing when to turn on the sun and when to turn it off. I mean, honestly, that's what they're doing. They manipulate the time because it's all done either on a soundstage or I don't know. They're not in anywhere near space. Nobody can go there. That's obvious. We've never been there. This guy here, they hate their lives. This girl here, I mean, she was so proud of herself. That was all she did. You guys just saw her grapple with the dragon. That was it. They stuck a big magnet to it. See that thing? Is that flying 17,000 miles through space? Oh, boy. Guys, you tell me what you think. I've only got one word for it, and that word is bullshit. This lady's finally ready to kill herself. She's like, I'm out of here. Where's my gun? This lady's finally done texting. Busy day at NASA. Till next time, guys, this is Jeranism reminding you to tell the truth. Don't be fraudsters and hoaxsters and jokers and losers like Elon Musk, NASA, and the rest of the fucking clowns.